Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. Got a Blizzard Rustler 10 for you today. Same ski as last year when it was introduced. This is year 2 of the cycle of this graphic and construction. So returns unchanged, giving you another chance to really kind of get to enjoy and get to know this super smooth, incredibly stable, and really fun kind of narrow freeride ski with some all-mountain capability. So for a 102 millimeter underfooted ski, this thing turns extremely well and is just a very rewarding on-trail ski. But the main focus and main priority of this 102 is softer snow. So whether it's kind of days after a storm or softer spring snow or any type of multi-dimensional snow, this Rustler 10 is just right on the money in terms of how you're going to approach your day. It's super fast, very comfortable going kind of higher speeds over soft and broken snow. This is the 186. This one's 104 underfoot, and this is the preferred length for me. Really just a fun option for kind of that high speed cruising through and over any type of soft or broken snow. But also just a really good turner in general. Not very good on ice or firm snow, but that's not really the point. Narrower new anomalies, they're there for you in those applications. Construction-wise, still built with a True Blend free wood core. The free wood core uses a central stringer of Paulownia, nice and light. And then as you get closer to the middle, it transitions to poplar and then beech. So they're putting an emphasis on the sturdiness and stoutness of the underfoot zone, and then allowing the tips and tails, that forebody and back portion of the ski, to be a little bit more torsionally flexible, and allows it to excel in those broken snow conditions, that crud, that chop, that wind blown. It really allows the forebody of the ski to kind of articulate with the terrain and with the conditions, and makes it smoother overall. Sometimes when you make a ski that's too stiff, it's just going to start bouncing and building some control into it with that torsional flexion allows for more suspension and better handling overall. So we get that True Blend wood core, and then we get their FlexForm metal laminate technology. So full width metal plate underfoot, and then arms that extend to the tips and tails along the sides. They do not meet in the middle of the tips or in the tails, so it's not a full frame. Again, this puts an emphasis on that ski's ability to temper and really kind of adjust to variations in the terrain. So that makes it incredibly smooth and predictable. Very interesting construction technology from Blizzard. Lots of different layers and pieces and moving parts here. So it wasn't without thought for sure, and it works great, especially when you get variable conditions. In this 186, we're on the scale at just under 2,000 grams, 1,982 grams. So kind of lighter than you might think for a 104-ish Charger. But it does the trick. I think that they build that into the ski with the construction very effectively. So it's not terribly heavy, and it does pivot extremely well as a result. There's just a good amount of rocker and taper to go along with it. 18.5 meter turn radius, right in the sweet spot there, not too long, not too short, capable of making those clean carved turns, but also easy to kind of get it to maneuver and make different shapes and styles. But not a ton of camber underfoot. That's why it's easy to kind of pivot if you want to, while once you get it up on edge, you're really kind of asking for that added performance. And then pretty long rocker in these things. Starts well down here. And I'd say that the biggest story is the amount of splay. So this distance between the tips is pretty remarkable, and that allows for proper flotation as well as high mobility. So you can really swivel the skis around easily when you're riding them flat. But at the same time, most of the splay is kind of in the very end of the ski, so there's still a long effective edge and good edge contact kind of close to the front. So it's not like they're heavily tapered and you miss out on edge contact. They're still very much designed to be precise and powerful. And then a little bit of early taper in the tails here. to go along with that longer rocker profile. Certainly more splay in this Rustler 10 than we see in the narrower Rustler 9. Just another emphasis on that soft snow performance and flotation. But it all works really well when you consider kind of melding that shape and profile with the construction. So you don't miss out on energy or responsiveness in the tail because there's metal back there. It's amazing how well they grip from tip to tail, especially at higher edge angles. And at the same time, it's pretty cool to see when you get them flat that you can really pivot them easily because of that same principle, that the shape is more playful and more amenable to kind of smeary skiing. But when they're on higher edge angles, very, very stable and incredibly rewarding skis from a carving and turning standpoint. So if you haven't done so already, you get another year to check out this Blizzard Rustler 10. Please do so here at skiessentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.